The king of update is here. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome to you, Ukulora One Nation. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are or where you are hearing me from. Today is the second day in the month of June in the year of 2025. And this one is new month, it's new day, and also it's a new week. Happy Monday to you all. It shall be well with all of us. There's something I found out this morning. I know the news have been trending yesterday, so let me do my own findings. And I found out that there's a very big chaos in Paris as PSG's Champions League triumph turns deadly. This is not the issue. Not the chaos turned deadly is the very reason I brought this news. Not Palestinians have entered France, burning cars, burning houses, shooting all manner of explosives in Paris, France. I want to remind us that whoever that dares to put a finger in the faces of Biafra will never remain the same. UK is falling today because they refuse, and they are the part of the people who massacred or rather who committed that genocide in Biafra land. Islamist extremists is taking over UK. Even in their parliament now, they have 85 or 90% of Muslims in their parliament. Now people will bring Christianity to Nigerians. So, but let's not go there. Let us focus on this France. France, Emmanuel Macron is among the people that is holding Simon Ekpa today. You can as well go and verify. Finland president and Macron is now older as not how do they used to say this, Ew, Bill, I don't make mistake. I beg Mona forgive me. Two of them are working hands in hand. So the fall of Paris automatically is the fall of France because Paris is their capital. I saw the video, I couldn't stand to watch it, my brother. The chaos is too much. Palestinians are destroying things. When you support evil, my brother, expect your own evil. It is coming. In fact, it is right at your doorstep. France is now disintegrated because of Biafrans, whether they like it or not. They might see it as part of those protests, but this one is out of hand. They are just waiting for this kind of opportunity for them to strike. That was why they waited for the Champions League to be won, so that when they are celebrating the Champions League, you will not know when they filtrate it. Because it has been a plan that has set up out there by God Almighty to destroy Macron. You see all these young presidents, before they used to say, young presidents are the ones who have talents that can lead the nation. Look at Emmanuel Macron. Look at the one that the so-called Finland president, Alex Stubb. These are young ones. You cannot use them to compare Paul Biya, what they call it, this one, Museveni, Tunumbu, Trump, Joe Biden. But all these ones are very, very young talents, just like Zelensky. Look at what Zelensky is doing. Even when they call for ceasefire, the idiots are still busy making business, buying all manner of mansions, using the structure of his own country to enrich himself. And people does not see these things. They're supposed to have a peace talk today. This guy smuggled a drone with explosives through, I think, a bus enter Russia and bombed. They were supposed to have a ceasefire talk this week. They are pushing this guy. Europeans, Emmanuel Macron's, they are the ones, this Finland president, they are the ones pushing this one. How can the young ones in the governance are now the one destroying, while the old ones are busy looting? I whip for the world. This one is not whip for Nigeria. This one not whip for Africa. This was not whip for Biafra. I whip for the world. But my happiness is that France finally will be destroyed because of Biafra. In fact, there's serious tension. If they like, may them go consult their native doctor. If you don't like, may them continue there. Ganduje and also Deputy Speaker, which is Carlo, they don't give Southeast conditions to get more federal projects. The condition that all Southeast must become APC. And I never see where they give Southwest conditions. I never see where they give Northeast, Northwest, and North Central conditions before they can get federal project. You can imagine what the idiot Benjamin Nekalo is conniving with Ganduje to give Biafrans conditions. Who told him we need their nonsense project? Nigeria would have been a worse if we had not prayed. The idiot Pastor Adeboye is here again. I say this word without no atom of regret. I don't even regret saying it. Under Goodluck Jonathan, he didn't pray. He didn't pray. It's under your brother now. He has said without your prayer, Nigeria will be in a worse place. Under Goodluck Jonathan, you were on the street calling for anarchy. Now it is your prayer. Useless prophet of dooms. All these idiots that will never die well, calling themselves pastors. Pastors, my food. Anyway, my people, I beg, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. If anybody feel offended by the words I used on this video, I said I am sorry, but I'm not apologetic to that moron that calls himself a pastor. What began as a night of celebration quickly spread into chaos in Paris as Paris Saint-Germain's PSG Historic Champions League victory over Inter Milan on Saturday night was marred by violence, tragedy, and mass arrest. The fall of France. Leave Biafra alone, you refuse. You are going to look at Nigeria since they started to deal with the Biafra, they never remained the same. Buhari's 8 years was met with controversies against Biafrans. He failed. Tinubu killed into that angle, and he is failing as well. Goodluck Jonathan did well during his own time because he didn't give face to Biafra and just allow anybody, just protest, just do your agitation, no problem. But he said, I'm going to kidnap them, I'm going to kill them, I'm going to teach them the language they understand. And you end up teaching the zoo the language they don't understand. 2 people lost their lives in the aftermath of PSG's 2-0 win. A 17-year-old boy was fatally stabbed in the chest, while a 20-year-old woman died after being struck by a vehicle carrying Jubilant supporters. French authorities confirmed both fatalities occurred during post-match celebrations. The French capital descended into disorder shortly after the final whistle, with the champs LSCs becoming the epicenter of unrest. Police deployed a water cannon as early as halftime when PSG leaked through goals by Ashraf Hakim and decided, though, to disperse crowd pushing through barricades near the Place d'Etoile. By Sunday morning, police reported 426 arrests nationwide, including 417 in Paris alone. Of those detained, 216 remained in custody. The violent clashes resulted in injuries of 13 police officers and 192 civilians. Just the beginning. Tensions escalated overnight as fireworks were sent off, missiles were hurled at officers, and shops were looted. Tear gas was fired, and riot police used batons to control surging crowds. Emergency services battled 148 separate fires, which 46 vehicles touched across the city, while some areas like the Place d'Etoile were cleared without further incident. The other districts experienced sustained violence. The government condemned the disturbances, calling for a full investigation into the deaths and the damages. Ganduje and your brother Carlo, they don't give condition to the Southeast. Look at the ugly monster, idiots. The national chairman of All Progressive Congress, APC, Abdullahi Ganduje, had urged the people of the Southeast to partner with Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the country's development and to vote en bloc for him in 2027 election. Nigeria News report that Ganduje made the call in Bende, Abia State, on Sunday during the inauguration of Renewed Hope Partners by Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu. Ganduje, who was represented by the Southeast Zonal Chairman of APC, Emma Enuku, appealed to the people of the Southeast to give 99% of their votes to Tinubu. According to him, the zone stands to gain more projects and experience more economic advancement if Bola Ahmed Tinubu is re-elected. He said, you can see that all the governors of the Southeast are collapsing into APC. Come, let us join hands to make sure The 99% of the votes cast in the Southeast are for Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Also speaking at the inauguration, Carlo said Tinubu deserves the votes of the Southeast because of the projects he has given and the more he will do. Also speaking at the inauguration, Carlo and Tinubu deserve the votes of the Southeast because of the projects I've given and more he will do. According to Carlo, the president has integrated the Igbos into the schemes of things in Nigeria by giving them control of waterways and the oil and gas sector through the appointment of an Igbo man as chief of naval staff, among other measures, despite poor votes he received in the zone in 2023. Carlo promised that more projects will be executed in the Southeast if the zone gives its votes to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Nigeria would have been worse if we had not prayed. You are traveling to UK, you are traveling to US, you are traveling to Canada, you are traveling to Australia. All those places, they pray and their country become good. This old man, you will never die well, I swear to God. The General Overseer of Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG Pastor Enoch Adeboye, has stated that the power of prayer has played a significant role in keeping Nigeria from falling into a more dire situation despite the country's challenges. Speaking at the RCCG National Headquarters in Ebute Metta, Lagos, during the monthly Thanksgiving service and special prayer for security and paramilitary personnel, Adeboye reflected on the nation's ongoing struggle and emphasized the impact of consistent prayers. Adeboye stated, "Some say you have been praying and fasting. Where is the result? I laugh. If we had not prayed, Nigeria would have been in a far worse state. Let's not stop." He further declared that the church prayers had prevented further disasters from unfolding, insisting that the nation's spiritual efforts were a vital shield protecting it from complete devastation. There is a God who rules in the affairs of men. If those praying who pause for just 1 week, the difference will be terrifying. Keep praying. God controls the hearts of kings. He added, urging congregants to persist in their intercessions. Nigerian News report that Adeboye also emphasized that RCCG operates under divine protection, describing the church as being shaded by a supernatural covering that hasn't kept it safe from calamities throughout its history. There is something peculiar about the Redeemed Christian Church of God. There is a shield over the RCCG, unseen but undeniably present, Adeboye said. He shared remarkable accounts of divine protection, highlighting several miraculous instances in which RCCG was spared from harm. He recounted how a building in the United States hosting an RCCG house fellowship was the only one spared from the devastating flood that destroyed 14 other houses in the vicinity. House after house was flooded, but house number 8, the only one with a sign that read, "House Fellowship of RCCG holds here," remained untouched. He narrated, emphasizing that such occurrences were not coincidence, but signs of divine intervention. Similarly, Adeboye recalled a fire incident at the Dodera Bridge in Lagos, where a fire engulfed several buildings but miraculously spared an RCCG structure. The buildings before after were consumed, yet RCCG buildings were left standing. That is not a coincidence. That is divine covering. He said, with the church media team projecting an image of untouched building during his sermon. They asserted that while God's protective presence may not always be visible, it remains a powerful force for those who abide in Him. Your security is only assured in Him, whether in peace or in war, young or old. The Almighty cast a shadow of protection over His own people, He declared. Okay, let me not comment. Let me just leave it the way it is. Tinubu renewed hope to nightmare. This one and his own brothers, Afenifere, and they tell him this one. That one is a headline we are going to discuss later. We will come back again. I will consult with God whether to contest in 2027. Alex Oti, now he talk this one, say he go consult with God. Politicians and God. I salute you now, the God to call God. Anyway, my wonderful people, I will take back break. I beg more of these videos is coming your way. Don't forget to this one a new week and new things must surely happen to all of us. Just make sure as you are watching, you are dropping your opinion at the comment section. Like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos. MSE, my people.